The dimly lit room symbolizes a state of helplessness. It also represents a condition of dependence. The dim lighting suggests a lack of clarity or hope. Dust particles floating in the air are symbolic of stagnation. The overall atmosphere conveys a sense of being stuck or trapped. The scene depicts an individual slumped in a chair, symbolizing passivity. This posture represents a state of waiting, devoid of active engagement. The shadowed figure suggests obscurity or a lack of personal agency. The individual's inactivity highlights an expectation of external intervention. This expectation implies a reliance on others for assistance or solutions. The overall image conveys a dependence on external forces rather than self-reliance. An outstretched, empty hand represents reliance on external solutions. It symbolizes the hope that someone else will provide answers or assistance. This posture reflects a passive expectation rather than active problem-solving. Ultimately, it highlights the potential futility of solely depending on others for solutions. A barren landscape symbolizes the stagnation that can occur when one depends excessively on others. Relying solely on external support often leads to a lack of personal initiative. This dependence can hinder individual growth and self-reliance. Without proactive effort, progress becomes difficult to achieve. The absence of personal contribution mirrors the emptiness of the landscape. Ultimately, self-sufficiency is crucial for overcoming obstacles and achieving goals. The figure gazes into a mirror, seeking self-recognition. However, the reflection is distorted, obscuring a clear image. This distortion symbolizes a lack of self-awareness or understanding. The inability to see oneself accurately suggests internal conflict or confusion. A flickering light bulb can be interpreted as a symbol. The flickering represents instability and unreliability. It suggests a diminishing source of illumination. The light bulb symbolizes hope or salvation. The flickering indicates a weakening of that hope. This can represent a loss of faith in external solutions. A closed door often symbolizes missed opportunities. This symbolism arises from inaction or hesitation to act. Waiting passively for assistance can also lead to missed chances. The closed door represents potential that remains untapped due to a lack of initiative. The act of gripping a steering wheel symbolizes the initial assertion of control. This action represents the first step towards directing a specific course or outcome. It signifies the driver's intent to manage and navigate a particular situation. The hand on the wheel embodies the power to influence direction and make decisions. A path symbolizes progress and direction in life. The barren landscape represents a state of inactivity or lack of purpose. Taking responsibility initiates the formation of this path. This suggests that action and accountability lead to clarity and progress. The emerging path signifies a transition from stagnation to purposeful movement. Responsibility acts as the catalyst for positive change and direction. A mirror's surface transitions from obscure to clear. The reflection reveals an individual. This individual displays a resolute demeanor. The expression suggests readiness for action. A brightening light bulb often represents an increase in hope. It can also symbolize a resurgence of self-confidence. The increase in light suggests clarity and understanding. This visual cue is frequently used to depict a character's renewed optimism. The brightening bulb serves as a metaphor for internal growth and positive change. The opening of a door often symbolizes the start of a new phase or journey. It represents the revealing of previously unseen possibilities and opportunities. This act suggests a transition from a known environment to an unknown one. The open door invites exploration and the potential for growth and discovery. The act of walking forward symbolizes proactive behavior and forward momentum. It represents a conscious decision to advance and make progress. This action embodies the concept of self-reliance and taking initiative. It suggests a determined approach towards achieving goals. Walking with purpose indicates a clear direction and intention. The figure's movement illustrates the power of individual agency and self-determination. The scene depicts a transition from a barren environment to a thriving one. This transformation symbolizes growth and positive change. The shift indicates progress and development within the landscape. The vibrant environment represents a flourishing ecosystem. A tool shed symbolizes the resources available for personal growth. Various tools represent different skills and capabilities. Each tool signifies a specific area for self-improvement. The tool shed as a whole embodies the potential for transformation. Utilizing these tools leads to a more refined self. A sunny horizon often symbolizes a bright and promising future. This imagery suggests optimism and the potential for positive outcomes. The sun represents enlightenment, clarity, and hope. The horizon signifies new beginnings and opportunities. Together, they embody a future filled with potential and success. This bright outlook is often associated with personal responsibility and self-determination.